adventurers, wizards, rogues, and the occasional bard. You are here at ImprovBoston to witness the most epic and fantastic of long-form improvisation, Magic the Gathering, the show. Now a huge magical round of applause for your host, Gregory Scott.
Popular card game, Magic the Gathering. A quick show of hands from the audience. Who here is familiar with Magic the Gathering? Yeah! Welcome, you geeks. Awesome. This show, this show is for you. You knew that. It's in the title of the show. Who here is not super familiar with Magic the Gathering? Welcome! Round of applause for this. You've done it. You're here. This show is also for you. It is absolutely our job to make sure that you are having a great time and accessing what's happening on this stage. So, a quick primer on Magic for those of us unfamiliar. Hey, really popular card game, super fun. Play it. All the people who raised their hands when I asked it would totally teach you how. In this game, two great, powerful wizards known as planeswalkers for their ability to traverse the various planes of existence, battle one another for magical supremacy, trying to bring each other's life totals from 20 down to 0. They will summon creatures, ancient artifacts, cast spells, and legendary enchantments in order to achieve these ends. It'll be epic and hilarious and super duper fun. To that end, there are 5 colors in Magic the Gathering. I have in my hand 5 cards. I believe you raised your hand as someone who's not super familiar with the game. What would you say? We've got blue. Note the scant applause. Blue, a divisive color. There are those people who really enjoy playing it and others who hate it. Blue is represented by islands. The ethos of blue is trickery and experimentation. Discovery. In blue, you'll see huge frost giants, mer creatures, and rogues who steal dreams in the night. These are the kinds of things that you will find in blue. And for some reason, if you would. In black. Ooh. Black. Yeah. Black is represented by swamps. The idea of entropy, death, destruction, achieving your goals by any means possible. These are things that represent black. In black, you'll find risen zombies, executioners, haunting spirits, and demons that you can form pacts with. These are the things that represent black. For you purists out there, well, we start with 2 lands in play. That's so that we can summon more than just weenies. Get over it. Cool. So those are colors. Speaking of cards, did anyone bring cards tonight? Oh, we've got at least one with cards. Fantastic. And at some point in the show, we will try and come out to you and make those a part of the show. For those of you who didn't bring cards, come see the show again. Bring cards when you do, and we'll make them a part of the show at that time. All right, we've got blue, we've got black. Now tonight, the first thing that we're going to do is create 2 incredible new planeswalkers for you right here, right now, based on the suggestion you're about to give me. So what I want you to do is think in your mind of an opposite. It can be a big opposite, like love and hate, or a small opposite, like salt and pepper. Go ahead and think of your opposite, and on the count of 3, you're going to shout out a bunch of them. My cast is behind that curtain. They might listen and see if they hear one as well. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear some. What was it from right in here? Divisive. Well, I reached out, so we're going to take it. It's, for those who didn't hear, it's blondes and redheads. Complete opposites. They couldn't be more the same. One couldn't ever become the other. Great. We've got blue, we've got black, we've got at least one audience member with some cards, we've got blondes and redheads. We are ready to begin. And now, we present Magic the Gathering, the show, the beginning.
He is Aquas, wearer of the rusty crown.
Aquas, wearer of the rusty crown. Aquas was a ship captain once. A king as well, but people don't remember him for much anymore. For now, he is covered in rust.
Aquas set sail upon a long journey, the longest that had ever been conceived of. And people lauded him and believed in him. But no one remembers that now.
What he didn't know when he went on his journey is that his particular plane does not actually end going to the left. And that is where he went with his ship, to the left.
And all day he wishes he'd gone to the right. It goes about 6 miles. That's what I was gonna say.
Eventually, the crew grew restless. The supplies grew feeble. And eventually, Aquas was removed of his command by being sent overboard while wearing full armor.
These swords are just to make you scared while we push you over.
Yeah, these chains are just to make you nervous while we push you into the sea.
We want culpable deniability.
For all we know, you just went for a midnight chain walk.
It's fine. You have nobody to answer to but the sea.
Aquas's rage enveloped him as he felt the cold embrace of the ocean, and the divine power hidden in his noble blood fused him with his armor, with his crown, giving birth to a creature the world had never seen before.
I've never seen anything like that.
And you never will. Again.
But what is it?
Perhaps some sort of sea serpent wearing some sort of other crab.
They don't speak of it.
His followers are those who look at him and just guess. Aquas?
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 Is it Aquas?
He is the liege lord of doomed journeys and inchangeable changes. Untakebackable changes, inextricable changes.
Unrecognizable changes.
Changes the likes of which you cannot take back.
Every time you visit a family member and they don't recognize you, Aquas gains strength.
Every time you bake a cake and you cannot unbake it, Aquas gains strength.
Every time you say something you can't unsay at a social function, Aquas gains strength. And you know, I don't think that you look nice in that.
Pleases me.
His name is Aquas
Of the rusted
Crown.
His name is Koros, ever-shining axe.
Koros, ever-shining axe.
Never is Koros brighter than after a fresh kill.
Koros was once an executioner. For hire. Now he just does it for fun.
No, don't.
This is what I do now.
Koros is the best executioner. Those in line to be killed anyway demand to be killed by Koros as their dying wish.
Koros' axe is known as the bright blade. For every life it takes, it grows ever sharper. And Koros has taken many lives.
Koros's fingers are so covered in scars that to get blood from them really takes a lot of work.
They say Koros's blade is so bright because when it kills you, it sucks your very essence inside, so not even your blood remains. That's what I heard anyway.
They say that when he's killed enough men, women, children, and miscellaneous livestock, he'll be able to cut through time itself.
Koros comes from a plane of cock
said that he's traveled to other planes where people have equally ridiculous accents.
Like this one. Kuro's followers feel better after they've fucked shit up, ruined a relationship, or thrown a bunch of shoes in the river, and everyone's like, "Where are my shoes?" And they're like, "In the river, bitch!"
Kuro's followers believe that consequences are for other people, not for them, not for the things that they do. Those are always justified.
This is why Koros' followers are considered practical jokers.
Or was this, oh, you think that you're going to have an end at the end of the day? Oh, whoopsie. What?
Boy, you just slit my throat!
It's just a bit of fun.
Really thought you what the frick's the what?
And also other accents.
His name
Is Koros
of the Shining Axe.
His axe is ever shining.
Ever shining.
And his name is Aquos, wearer of the rusty crown, isn't it?
And this is Magic, the Gathering, the show, the beginning. I have traveled many lengths and leagues to be here.
You're not on my schedule, fishman.
The sea has no schedule. It is ever present. It never ends.
Not for you, maybe. Best I heard, you took the wrong direction, isn't it? And now you came to me.
I seek to change the ways of the ocean. The bitter cold waters that trap me in this armor.
I could free you from that armor.
I don't need you. I just need that axe.
The bright axe, huh? Want to take that onto your ship? Oh, you don't have one anymore. Fine.
Blow.
Like the bottom of the ocean. If you want the bright axe, it's right there, hanging above my head. Join me at my table. This is where I sit and eat before I do my work. But instead, I have arrayed a challenge, a duel in the old ways.
Indeed. It shall be as we want. One of us will change, and one of us will end.
Perfect. Please. Now, I'm not here to tell you your business, but if you die before 1 o'clock, I can keep on schedule for today.
Since I am still prepping my dark mausoleum, the turn can be yours.
Oh, sure. That works out just fine. Well, as noted in the old rules, we start with 2 mana on the board, 2 swamps under my control that I can take and use as I see fit. I will bring under my control a 3rd swamp. And now things are going to get fun for me. I am going to tap 1 swamp and cast Dark Ritual. That adds, yes. The people that show up to see the bright blade ply its business know what a dark ritual. It adds 3 mana to my mana pool, which means I have 5 to work with. I am going to use 4 of those 5 mana to cast the Rite of Belzenlock. It's a saga, which is very complicated. From a storytelling perspective, it's the perfect card to play first. Every turn, something happens. In turn of 3 turns, in turn 1, which is right now, I create 2 black, 0 power, 1 toughness cleric creature tokens. And they just kind of are there. There is little for them to do but die. But then again, there's little for all of us to do but die. Anyway, on the 3rd turn, that's when things get a little weird. So we're going to wait for that, and I'm not going to ruin the surprise before that. Suffice it to say, for now, there are now 2 0/1 black cleric creature tokens on the board, having been inspired by the right of Belzenlock to come to me.
I'll take the liberty of identifying them.
You are very kind. But yes, that is how this... There they are. Hello. Hello, my friends. And yes, to review, I have used my swamp to cast a dark ritual, and then that dark ritual to cast the right of Belzenlock, which has resulted in 2 creatures on the board. Very complicated, but important nonetheless.
So let it be written.
I say there's something awful in the air today.
C'est oui, mon ami.
Truly prodigious amounts of swirling miasma. This blisters upon this morrow.
The smoke, it fills my lungs with acrid refuse.
The very taste of the darkest of bloods, the most evil energies that fill this air. Truly it is richer than my dear sweet tea.
I feel the spirits surrounding us.
Perhaps our love could live forever.
Come here not for our love.
What?
Belzenlock.
I've got a whole sack full of love trinkets we salvaged from the swamp.
Oi! Oi, someone call my name!
Belzenlock.
Yeah, it's Belzenlock! Oi!
We have begun the rites for you.
Ah, sweet!
A discarded doll. Held in loving arms. A locket, holding a poem I wrote.
Oh,
That's fine, you can eat it too.
that's so sweet.
These caricatures that we had drawn of ourselves upon a back of a dragon kissing.
You want me to eat this?
I want you to grow powerful from this broken heart.
I'd like to make a sacrifice as well.
Oi! Who are you then?
Oh, me? Just a humble resident of the bayou.
Oh!
But I have access here to the last wishes of many, many dead men.
You want me to eat these too?
If it suits you, Ancient One.
I just think that we could have kept our trinkets in favor of a child. We don't care about you.
That's why we couldn't feed it.
The executioner that gathered those up, not me, someone else, I'm just but a humble resident of the bayou. He told me that what he used to do was when someone put his head down on that stump to have it removed from the body. That executioner said if you write a letter so compelling to stir his ancient heart, then he would let him walk away.
Did he ever do that?
Not at once.
Those fools, they don't know how to write.
I said the same thing. The executioner said it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tend to my muck.
I wrote a love letter.
And she will eat it later.
Fine.
There's so much time in this story.
Yeah, you just be on your way. I'll keep eating. You do nothing for now.
Fine, we'll do nothing. We won't even hold hands or talk about our feelings.
Yeah, you can be like a little bit defensive.
Yeah. I won't talk about my feelings of betrayal or disappointment. I don't feel those. Certainly.
Glad we are on the
Everything's
same
fine.
page.
Everything's fine.
Same page, same page.
My mother told me never to romance a Frenchman.
An epic prologue to an epic tale indeed. One wonders how you'll transcribe the accents.
See, you and I have both been on journeys, my friend. And both of our journeys have changed us. For me, it's the ability to effortlessly glide from one accent to the next. For you, you appear to have been rusted into a walking coffin of agony. Seasons of life, truly.
Seasons turn. Journeys should end. I draw the top card of my library. I place under my control a third island. Oh, I really wish I could cast this right now. I shall tap 2 of my islands, and I shall put into play a small trinket that I claimed in the deep, dark abyss. Another adventurer who found his end in the cold sea. A thief. Well, not the thief, just his gloves. I summon Rogue's Gloves. It's an artifact, a piece of equipment, where if I equip it to a creature and he deals damage to you, I may draw a card. I can then equip it with 2 mana to a creature, once I have a creature, and 2 mana. I can be patient.
To confirm, just so that I know what you have done, in response to me creating a dark ritual and summoning an ancient and terrifying god, you found gloves at the bottom of the ocean and put them on the table.
If we're going to be splitting hairs and you summon 2 say-nothing clerics that will eventually speak of the tidings of a dark creature that will come in about 2 turns. Roughly around the time a creature will come out. Based on what the sea tells me.
So to review,
I drew forth gloves that allow me to draw cards.
so it is written.
So let it be done.
We see the most handsome man you've ever seen crawl out of a window. He is wearing gloves and absolutely nothing else. He seems like he's in a hurry, like he's escaping a husband or a lover, because he's been the one to be in love tonight, and he's running through the streets. He's running through the streets. He's running through the streets with the gloves and nothing else.
Oh,
He's
my.
running through the streets.
What do you want?
Later.
Everyone who sees him falls in love with him, but also knows he's a thief.
You have stolen my heart.
I didn't mean to.
So he keeps running. Running is all he can do, with everyone chasing him, sometimes in love and sometimes to catch him for jail.
Do you know where I can get pants?
Yeah, in jail, my love.
Why would you need them?
Oh, I'm sorry, you can have your heart back. Look.
Easy, guys.
I wear gloves, my hands are so moist.
I can fix you.
Please, please, anything.
Oh,
Even
I'd
just
be happy
clothes.
to.
Little did he know that this goblin was most in love of all.
We're not of the same species, so I can only hope. It's a platonic fix.
Of course, purely platonic. I'd never use your hands romantically once I've cut them off. Let me cut off your hands!
The things that goblins do with hands is unspeakable in this place.
I'll get those gloves off your hands by removing your hands from your body.
Goblin, can I call you Pierre?
Of course. You could call me anything. Person I'm not in love with.
I may be just a simple master thief / heartthrob / secret agent. But I know love when I see it. And you love me more than anyone else, Captain.
This is where our story takes a sharp turn. These two get married and they actually have a wonderful life. He's handless, but he's also never felt more held. They live for 40 years. They have 3 children and they're all smart.
But narrator!
What?
What happened to the gloves?
Yeah, we gotta know. This is why you started telling us the story. Oh, I'm sorry if I talked about love. The hands they cut off on the first night of lovemaking, they got thrown out the window and fell to the bottom of the ocean. Blah, blah, blah.
It's where all things end up. Even love.
Oh, they're through the pelagic layer. That's part of the ocean. Wow, well, that sucks.
This story started out very different.
Sometimes people don't like your stories.
Even love, Aquos? Even love falls to the bottom of the ocean?
The ocean takes everything, but maybe with these, I can take a little back. Or I can have a creature take a little back. I'll just leave them here for now.
And there they stayed.
It is my turn. I draw a card, I untap mine, I bring under my control a 4th swamp. My empire grows from the bayous of the south to marshland. I tap all 4, and I summon a paragon of open graves. If you thought the accents of those first priests were nutty, you have never heard the accent of a skeleton warrior before. 2 power, 2 toughness. Other black creatures I control get +1/+1. Very convenient for those previous 0 power, 1 toughness clerics. Also, in round 2 of the Rite of Belzenlock, I get 2 more. So I now have 4 black cleric creatures, all being... There's a parlance in the bayou called buffed. All being buffed by this paragon of open graves, making them all 1 power, 2 toughness. A rather robust army of the doomed and the damned and the dead, my friend. All with me, under my axe. I'm going to attack with 2 of them, reducing you to 18. And thus ends my turn. And maybe, just maybe, it's the beginning of the end of this journey of yours.
Guys, for the next scene, we're gonna need some accents. Who has an accent?
I have an accent.
I heard Australian and German.
It's too right that I just don't think we can dig up some zombies, give them a bit of a twist, throw them out on the street, have them kill everybody.
Yeah, I mean, like, these zombies are like so dead anyway. Just because they can move around a little bit, we're supposed to be so scared of them. No, I'm a big scary zombie. I would complain.
Look at my legs don't hurt so much, they get tissue. Strength.
You know, where I'm from, we have skeletons. In Yugoland, we have big monkey skeletons.
Okay, that's the version of the story where those characters have those accents. Give me guys some more. I heard which? French.
Elven.
I heard an Irish, a very French, Irish, and
what could be a skeleton of? A giant?
They say a skeleton is the essence of your being. A skeleton is the most fearsome part of you.
No, my friend. A skeleton is merely the framework upon which meat is hung.
No.
What?
I shall prove it to you right now.
Prove me wrong. Prove me elf balls.
Now here's a frightening one. That piece of meat on me, a fearsome monster of bones.
To clarify, we see that this creature did in fact rip off their entire own skin. The organs fell from their body, and now they are a walking skeleton. Whoa!
I think we all know the question that comes next. What accent does this skeleton have?
Cajun.
Valley girl. Pardon?
Cajun.
Cajun and Valley girl. Cajun Valley girl!
Now, y'all know that when we come out of the skeleton, we have like the most power. Okay, like everyone around me is like so much getting powerful.
And what accent does this character have? What does that man say? British? And over here? Cowboy? A British cowboy.
Now, Marsha, I say you just get me another toothy people to show how tough and skeleton I am.
Well, all right, then I'll get along, little doggy. I will get you some sort of person to make into a skelly man. I reckon. Why, I'll get myself a can of beans, and I will open those beans and cook them upon a fire, and y'all shall be the greatest chili that any man has ever smelled, and so 'twill introduce to us a body of folks, a regular posse.
Well, that'd be great, but don't you be getting me any basic pussy. Or I'll have your soul.
And what accent does this zombie have? Boston accent, a Saudi accent for the zombie. For the zombie, a Saudi accent. Yes, zombie.
Shut up!
Well, I do declare.
hungover, kid.
He seems as ornery as a polecat in a dentist's office.
My lord. Two clerics of ever-shifting voices have appeared, and they did raise an onerous, rancorous paragon of the grave. Although from the bright B emblazoned on his forehead, one might say he's a baragon. Anyway.
Is that the damage that you're dealing to me?
Yes, it was terrible.
Say one for the pun and one for the accents.
We have fun.
We have. You know what? I'm just gonna put these in the armor. They're in the armor. You can go. They're in the armor. You can go. I am the god of the sea.
Obviously, the adventure of the hands isn't done.
Some less lascivious gloves. I untap my lands. I draw the top card of my library. I play a fourth island. I'll play the card I drew previously. I tap all 4 lands. And I summon, in keeping with the theme of claiming things from the sea, Pirate's Prize, a sorcery which allows me to draw 2 cards and create a colorless treasure artifact token with the power that I can tap, sacrifice, and add 1 mana of any color to my mana pool. Still no creatures yet, but we're hopeful. In the way that the sea is hopeful, and that it is just a barren void that extends forever to the left. I'm starboard.
It takes a while to build a crew, or so I've been told. I keep to the lands, the marshy places, the bayous, the fens, all the places where
People speak, yes, I figured it out.
Maybe that's what you want. Maybe that's what you're searching for. Not an end to your journey, but the beginning of another one. The beginning of one where you don't have to move your feet across the ocean floor. But until then, I will look upon your gloves and treasure chests, and I will lament your journey. It is now my turn. Draw a card. Ah, perfect. I bring under my control a fifth swamp. However, yes. Hello.
I believe you'd like to see the tale of the pirate's prize. Is that what we're looking at?
Yes. Pirate's prize.
And now
I was so excited.
gather round, for ye shall hear the tale of the dread
They have accents,
pirates.
you'll like the story.
Pardon? The dread pirate Pardon. The unpardonable pirate of the seventh and only sea. Yar.
He pardon did upon the seas go, and was the arbiter of all great criminals' bouts, for criminals cannot turn to normal justice to settle their disputes.
Maybe
Nay,
we must turn to sea.
indeed. And Pardon was the one who could pardon them.
Yes. And their court, known for its inscrutiny and violence.
I pardon. I want you to do violence upon those two people. For what they hit me in the head so hard I can no longer count.
Pardon, there was once 3 of us, and then he killed one. We would like to do violence upon him.
Obviously, you shall do violence upon each other. For that is the way of sea justice. You're so wise!
Pardon? No, pardon me, but I feel like you didn't add anything to the exchange. I was already prepared to do violence to them. I did violence to one of them. That's why we're here.
The difference is that we are doing violence inside of a courtroom.
That is more satisfying.
That is the way of sea justice. I don't hear you do it. I meditate back. That is the way of sea justice. That is the way of sea justice.
The sea knows no justice, only change.
Arbiter, you've changed.
Oh, but it makes sense from what she said. Because there is no justice, only change.
I'm gonna make a guess that this is not the Arbiter anymore. This is Aquas.
No, I don't know. I don't think that's Aquas. Probably not.
Oh, it.
I don't know. I don't think it's Aquas.
Silence! You will have
I don't know. I don't think it's Aquas.
blindness! And hear my voice and know that
Oh, shit.
Aquas, you've sort of done me violence already. I was gonna use this mysterious treasure to do the violence, but I want you to have it for doing it for me.
I am. My violence, my treasure.
Aquas, can we do violence?
I...
Aquas, please! Please stop! Please, can we do violence?
Never ask permission to do violence. Another time. I like to spread out my violence. Was that good, Gloves?
I'm glad we saw that. I'm glad we almost didn't. That was on me. In any event, I've already drawn my card. I've already pondered the battlefield. But now the most important thing is about to happen. The rite of Belzenlock is now complete, as it is the third turn, the third age of the rite. And here's what happens. The rite of Belzenlock creates a 6-power, 6-toughness demon creature with flying, trample. And at the beginning of your upkeep, you have to sacrifice another creature. If I can't, then Belzenlock herself will do 6 damage to me.
Whoa.
That's what happens when you treat with ancient gods. What's very exciting, though, is because of the Paragon of Open Graves, the 6/6 flying demon is now a 7/7 flying demon. And just because I can, I am going to tap 2 mana and also summon a Child of Night. 2 power, 1 toughness, vampire. Lifelink, meaning damage dealt by this creature causes me to gain life. But it is 3 power, 2 toughness, what with the Paragon and all. I array before me an army of the dead. Though their life force has been ripped from their body, it did not touch their zany accents in the least.
Just bones and vocal cords.
My followers say I'm a trickster. I don't think that's the case at all. I think they're just constantly surprised by how many goofy people I know. I'm going to attack with all 4 of my priests. They're going to get their last licks in before one of them, which I will decide at random, is going to be sacrificed to the flying sky demon. But as for now, they're just going to go ahead and have a good time.
Bringing my life total to 14.
To 14. To review. The rite of Belzenlock has been completed, giving me a giant, scary, angry god demon. But then also, to put a hat on a hat, I also summoned a vampire. So it is written.
So let it be done.
Behold, child, a creature of legend. And I grow stronger the more I feed.
I've seen someone bigger.
What? Behold! For I am a great and powerful being.
No.
O child of the eve.
No, guys, you guys are funny, but I've seen like a way bigger monster.
I feel bad about this now.
Oh, you feel bad about that? I drank so much bog juice. I had so much confidence about this.
Hey, I'm sure you're cool in other ways, just not in like terms of size. Maybe you're good. Maybe you're like a smart demon.
I never thought being patronized by a child would hurt more than hellfire. But there it is, a sting deep.
I thought hell was below, but it turns out hell's right here.
And as Belzenlock began her reign over the lands, the child brings back to her razor-sharp tongue and learns to use her words to greater and more terrible effect than ever before.
Yeah, you look like you lost weight since the last time I saw you.
Oh my god, I'm fatter! Oh, it just drew attention.
Oh, you chose like a fun thing to do tonight this time.
matched up against the greatest sucker in the land. Oh, hi there. Wow, it's always great to have more people, come to learn about baking bread. If you like bread, everyone likes bread.
Oh, you're so sad that it's hurting me. It'd be so easy to destroy you.
I don't know what you mean. Go into detail.
Do it!
I'm going to make you
You think they're fighting for who gets to come out of my mouth first.
I baked this bread to feed to a homeless child. They all
Something's happening to me.
on my outfits, my fun voices. I tell jokes.
You're such a nerd.
Whoa! More than words ever could.
This tastes good. Is this how vampires get started?
And the answer, my friend, is yes. That right there is how.
Oh, yeah? I like those gloves. Well, you know what I really like is the hands rhythm. I want the hands.
Oh, look at the little baby, yeah. Oh, he's so scared. Look at his hands taken up
You
there.
missed the hands.
Oh, I'm so afraid, and I'm covered in rust. This is you. I'm rusty. Yeah.
Here, just here to stab in the crowning.
It's rusty armor, but that still hurt like hell.
Look, I've got hand heads now.
Oh, not me.
Look, I've got little hand wings. Oh boy, my body's so festive and touched.
You were saying?
Oh, me. Take care of yourself. It's embarrassing, honestly.
This hurts more than a vampire's teeth ever could.
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what that guy is. He's a real lingus.
If you'll give me a moment, I need to attend to some things.
I have all the time in the world.
Sage!
Yes.
Great sage of the rules.
Yes.
Rich has made its way into my great library. The hell does this mean? They speak of the Zalfirim Void, a land that allows me to peer into the future and add something that looks like a...
This is the new symbol for colorless mana.
They changed the symbol for what single digit?
Well, before, now that's for a generic mana. You can use any mana with the digits. But with the little diamond, it means it just makes colorless mana instead of like one of whatever. It's for clarity purposes and mostly for branding.
How long was I in the sea?
About 3 years. About 3 years.
I know what's in the rest of it. I know it looks great.
This is actually would probably help a lot.
Yeah, no, I'm considering. I haven't considered. You stay here in this plane. I am going to venture left. And left to that dark place I only glimpsed. The far away. The far away. Spirits of the far away. I need an answer to the great undead horde that stands upon my doorstep. Something around 6 mana will do. Something cardboard with looks blue. You're gonna make me throw this up.
Oh, your power grows!
Gloves and I'm about to exercise one of them.
I just don't
Not this one, one of them.
You could, this time to go is entirely necessary to go far. Options.
The far away is fun!
I've never been on stage this long before. Usually I'm just here for a quick clarification.
It is I, the even greater sage of Get Off Stage.
You know what's funny? This is
I have lost the thread.
This is not the first time I've seen a sea creature wear makeup.
I put into my control the Zalfrin Void! When Zalfrin Void enters the battlefield, scry 1. This could actually help. I'll leave it on the top of my deck. Giving me 5 lands and a trinket. I shall tap 4 of those lands and cast a great sorcery, one that reaches far and wide into your army. Sleep. Tap all creatures target player controls. Those creatures do not untap during your next untap step. I tap the Paragon of Open Graves, the Child of Nights, even the mighty Bells and Locks sleeps. And oh yes, look, it's hard to turn these glasses. We'll turn them over. Yeah, they're upside down now. All in a deep slumber of my construction, they will dream of the sea and do nothing for a single turn. In summary, I sail to the great faraway. This happened, and I put your army to sleep.
I long to see the nothing.
Zalfrin Void.
Indeed.
Of
course. How obvious.
Indubitably.
Long have we searched for the land of dream, and here it was. All
Along. The Zalfrin Void.
Everyone knows it. Everyone totally gets what it does.
Everyone knows it.
Everyone knows.
Everyone totally gets what it does.
We all know the Zalfrin Void. And we will never get lost in it. Never.
We all know it. We would never get lost in it.
We all know. We never get. Hello. We never get. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. We never get lost. We never get lost in the void. Hello. Oh no.
Oh, yes, yes, I'm the dean now. That's how academic suggestion works. Oh, good. I'm going to use my new power to force every student. Oh, I'm lost in the Zalfrin Void. Hello.
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 What is
This place.
Who are you?
Who
Am I? Will this wash out?
I understand. This is a place of lost things, and I am a lost god.
And I am a lost deed. Ah, my essence! Ah, freedom!
so deep. Maybe once, apparently about 3 years ago when I was in there.
What is this form I've taken? No! Damn you. Am I awake or still dreaming? Sleep, child. Sleep, great beast. Sleep, those who summoned you, and speak not in your ridiculous tone.
Snow White!
Moment of peace as I consider this new form.
Something's different about you.
I don't have any lipstick.
That's what it is. All right. I may still make my afternoon killing. Well, my upkeep phase comes and goes, but I do not untap anything. However, Bells and Locke, though asleep, must still feed. So goodbye, cleric. Have you ever sleep-eaten?
I am mere seconds old.
So you haven't. Well, you're going to see what happens when a big sky god does it. Anyway, I'm going to bring under my control another swamp. And I'm going to tap... Sure, I'm going to tap 4 mana and bring under my control a Gravedigger. When Gravedigger enters the battlefield, I may return target creature from my graveyard to my hand. Oh, target creature card. Well, no one has died yet. Oh, wait! Someone did.
That's fine.
No. You're right. I hoped for a moment.
This new form knows more about the rules.
There may be hope. Well, in any event, the Gravedigger simply is... It has no graves to dig, but I wanted at least one untapped creature on the board, and so there it is.
Of course. Let us see this demon sleep eat quickly before I take my turn.
I'm still on a diet. Still on a diet. Still on a diet.
I understand now. Sleep calories don't count.
Seconds old, but you've already got it all figured out. Isn't it?
I untap my lands. I draw a card. I bring under my control another island. And I do nothing. Come, executioner. Come kill me. I wish to die. Destroy me, O great and powerful one. Please. I beg of you.
All you did, the only error you made, was to travel in the wrong direction.
Yes.
But rest assured, you needn't travel anymore. You needn't travel at all. Because you can finally cast off the mantle.
How much damage does this represent?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus 7 more is 18.
My goodness. Surely this will destroy me. Unless I tap all four of my blue mana and play the spell. 8
Aether Eyes. A gift from the faraway. It returns all attacking creatures to their owner's hand. Suddenly, all of your creatures are gone, and your demon, not summoned through normal means, is blinked out of existence entirely, aetherized. You thought this game was over, but I'm a blue mage and it will go on for hours! Allow me to spoil the future for you, for I have scried. I have many effects that replicate this. Many!
Well, my friend.
What?
I marked you for your journey.
Yes.
I marked you for how long it took. I lamented the fact that you trudged on and on across a mirror flat sea, under it even. I laughed, thinking that I would bring a quick end. But then I realized, you are a blue planeswalker. And we will be here until the end of time. And so, my friend, though your journey may not be over, your solitude is.
Please, I have been in this for mere minutes, and I wish to be in it no longer. To the plane of dreams, please. Send me.
Oh, no.
All right.
You want to aetherize? You can aetherize. Now, we're going to be at it for centuries. We best order dinner. Because this is magic!
The gathering! The show! The end! And please keep it going for Willie in the moon! If you enjoyed this show, we will be back here. We are here every Thursday of the month. But yes.
Not next month.
Why?
It is Thanksgiving.
What's that?
Human holiday.
Ah! I hate humans. They wrap me in chains and cast me to the bottom of the sea. Well, surely the month after that, we will be back!
Yes.
Tell your friends, and if you hated this show, tell your enemies. Follow us on Facebook at Magic Laughs. Yes, we have Facebook in the ocean.
Faces and books all sink to the bottom of it.
But no Twitter or Instagram. We don't do that. They stay above the ocean.
Above the ocean.